I've perfected my Shockwave Totem Titan. Now, if I'm being honest, there are two things I can still change with this build. And that's the body armor and the skill gem itself. Other than that, I mean, the armor on these is low, but other than that, there's not really much else I can do. But I put 5 divines into this build. I spent 1 on each mace. Spent 2 on this amulet, and I spent 1 on these greaves, on these boots, and then the rest cost like exalts. I think this cost a couple chaos orbs, like definitely not that many. Now I'm pretty sure these all just cost exalt orbs, including the rings. Like I said, the only thing that cost a good amount was the amulet, the weapons, and the boots. Everything else was relatively easy to get. Now, I'm going to go over essentially what you need for this build to work. You need a total of 19 levels extra. 19 levels of all melee skills. You need 19. The most you can get this up to is 40, but you want it at 39. You don't want it any lower than 39. Unless you just can't get 39. But that's what you want. And you want the quality to be 20%. I believe the quality actually adds damage. I could be wrong, but when I corrupted it and lost 4%, I think the damage went down a little bit. Like a very small amount. I could be completely wrong about that though. So, I really don't know. But you want to cap out your resistances, you want to get as much armor as possible, and then you want to get as much life, strength, and life regen as possible after you cap out your resistances. Now, I found that items of strength are actually really hard to fucking come by in this game for some reason. So as you'll see, only one of my items has strength, because items that have both life and strength tend to be really expensive. You don't need spirit at all in any of your gear, because if you do the quest in the campaign, you should have enough spirit for these 3 auras: overwhelming presence, vitality, and cannibalism. Alright, so that's the gear. You want 3 level of all melee skills on here. You want 7 on each weapon. You want 2 on your gloves. And then, like I said, you want life, strength, life regeneration, and to cap out your resistances and get as much armor as you can. Life regeneration is really important, because that's the only way you can spam these totems, is if you have a lot of life regeneration. show you why. The reason you need life regeneration is because the totems cost 778 mana, which was actually an improvement from what they used to cost. And we take this skill mana cost compared to life cost. So that's why you want to stack regeneration at 816. That's why you want to stack regeneration. So just follow the tree. I'll show the bottom portion. And you should have a lot of damage and survivability. This tree is different than the one I am copying the build from on YouTube, because I didn't take as many armor nodes, and I'm putting more into damage, which is what I recommend you do. Or not, it's kind of up to you. And then for the jewels, it's pretty simple. You just want 3 specific stats. You want life regeneration rate, totem damage, and attack damage on all of them. And you should have 3 slots. And if you really want, and you're high enough level, you can get this one here too. And I'm pretty sure there's like one more you can get somewhere around here. Let's see. Nah. That's just those 4. So yeah, there's 4. You can get this 4th one if you're like level 99 or something, you know, and you just have a shitload of skills, passive skills. I don't think I've done all the passive skill quests yet, so that's on me. So this build could probably be a lot better, to be honest, if I went and did all of them. But I did enough to make this tree, so it's good enough for me. Yeah, so just follow the tree and use the type of gear I'm using. And like I said, it needs to be level 39. You have to have 19 levels, or it's not gonna, the damage is just gonna be mediocre. It's not gonna feel as good. And you need vitality for the extra life regen. Otherwise, your life is gonna be taken more than you can regenerate. It's gonna spend more than you can regenerate. Alright, now for the skill gem itself. You want to take heavy swing, inspiration, heft, brutality, and overabundance. You'll notice 3 of them, 4 of them actually increase its damage. This one essentially multiplies damage by 1 because we're adding another totem to the mix. And this one gives a 25% more physical damage, 30% more maximum physical hit damage, and a 35% more melee physical damage. And all this does is melee, physical, and attack damage. So that's why we want all those. And like I said, for the auras, you just want overwhelming presence, so stuns more often, vitality, and cannibalism. Vitality and cannibalism for the health increase, the regeneration you can possibly get. For potion, you're gonna want one that increases amount recovered and has like a percentage to instant recovery. I don't have that. Instead, mine Just has increased charges and increased amount recovered. For mana, it literally doesn't matter. And really, if you don't get hit, you don't really need your life flask either if you don't get hit by anything too crazy. This build is almost entirely self-sufficient on the life regen. If you made a variant that had better life regen, I bet you just wouldn't need to ever use your health potion. But I'm not really about that. Alright, now I'm gonna do a showcase of the build, I suppose. Oh, we already have a map in progress. It's an easy to play, one button play style. You just throw out your totems. That's it. You don't really have to dodge that often if you don't want to. Oh, I went the wrong way. Should have just started a new map. You want to try and have all 4 out at all times, but sometimes that won't be possible, so it's all good. Because, you know, if you don't have to cast them, then you don't have to cast them. Took out the red like it was nothing. There's another anoint you can take that increases your damage against rares and uniques by 30%. I think I'm probably going to go ahead and take that, but it's supposed to be... I think it's pretty cheap, to be honest. I think I'm going to try taking that, because... I don't know, just... It would probably be fun. Even though this one gives me a flat damage increase to all of my stuff. So we're doing a tier 16 actually, but it's not juiced or anything. I think it's a base tier 16, or it might have like 1 or 2 things on it, like a magic one or something. But it's a chill map, something crazy. Level 81, nothing insane, you know. I do have, there's no bosses here, but I do have +2 levels to bosses, so if anything I'll show a boss fight, and then you can, you know, you can kind of take that as a good example of how well to do against bosses. So let me do that then. So where is there a boss fight? Here, there's one here. See, this one, I don't know. I guess. It's only one try though, so if I die, I die. Alright, wish me luck. Probably gonna start rolling a lot for this one. was, I wouldn't be playing like this. It's another rare. That's what I'm saying, man. At level 39, it's taking them out like it ain't nothing. But you gotta get it there first, sadly. Five divines I've spent so far on this build. I plan on potentially spending more. Because I do want to try and get a better body armor for it, and that's going to cost a lot. It's going to cost potentially 5 on its own. So kill all these guys real quick. Just casually got rare. He was pretty powerful. He took a while to kill. But I was targeting the other enemies at the same time, so. Should be able to kill him a lot faster. Yeah, there we go. Don't get hit by the chaos damage. I'm not going to do any. Well, I don't know. I could try one. Fuck it, let's just do it. Have a hard time, I don't think. Yeah, okay, that wasn't too hard. I almost died at the end there. So yeah, you can, I mean, you could do those if you wanted. Pretty cool. I guess it's just tanky enough to withstand some of these little attacks. Alright, takes a little while to kill him, but you know, it's level 80. Tier 16. Fast. Grab that. Alright, so now I gotta kill the boss. So that'll be a good showcase of what we can do against bosses. Now I've just shown a map. Got his health down already, that's pretty fast. So that was a with +2 levels, by the way, because I have that in the atlas for the bosses, anyways. I'll show that real quick. Sadly, I don't have any other bosses I can really show except for like just base bosses. Alright, so that's the showcase pretty much. That's it. It's got over 3,000 life. It's got over 800 life regeneration rate, or life regeneration per second. It's got over 60% armor rating. 5,762 armor in total. Not that much. I don't think that's that much, but whatever. 328 strength for the weapons, of course. Level 39 skill. And the AoE is insane. Albeit it's kind of slow, but slow build to play on harder maps. But it's still fun in my opinion. Alright, I guess that's it.